Inside this mysterious crate is a Chinese 2JZ that we ordered off Alibaba for the low price of $2,000. And after a few weeks of waiting, it's finally here.
Today, we're using precision measuring tools and comparing our findings to Toyota's factory specifications to find out how close this Chinese 2JZ comes to the real deal and whether it's a bargain or a ticking time bomb.
The seagulls are chirping, the cranes are swinging, and that 2JZ is about to be roaring. Welcome to Donut. So this $2,000 Chinese engine is a huge deal because a genuine used Toyota 2JZ like this one costs around $6,000.
If this new 2JZ from China is actually good, it could be game-changing for the entire automotive industry.
Hey! Whoa! This looks pretty gnarly.
Immediately, we notice this thing didn't look right.
That's like a tape mark. That's like they powder coated this and then they just put it to shipping immediately.
This is like old looking.
Yeah.
We also quickly realized that this is a non-VVTi and non-turbo model, despite what was being advertised. This is the most basic version of the 2JZ. We're testing 4 key things that determine the overall health of an engine. This will tell us if our engine is legit or a Chinese lemon.
There is a lot to digest here.
Yes, there is, but don't you fret and worry, Jimmy. We're gonna take this thing to school.
I hope you did your f***ing homework. You're about to get schooled, son!
First up, valve lash. That's the tiny gap between the rocker arm and the valve tip when the valve is closed. If that gap's too tight, the valve might not close all the way, meaning lost compression and burnt valves. If it's too loose, you get noisy timing and weaker performance.
So right here, we're saying that for our intake valve lash, we want to see anywhere from 6 thou to 10 thou.
Okay.
Oh, we're at 8.
This valve is in spec right here.
Thank God. Thank God. So
Okay.
we are at 13 thou consistently.
13.
It's a little loose.
That's a little loose.
That's a little loose.
Cool.
Our specification for the exhaust valve lash was 10 thou to 14. I went ahead and measured these 2 cam lobes and they are 13 thou. I did already go ahead and measure our exhaust side as well.
How's that looking?
18 to 17. Also loose.
A little loose.
A little loose. What this means to me is that these fools just ensured that these, at least these front ones were
Somewhat close.
somewhat close, and then they just off the rest.
Overall score for valve lash, we're gonna give them a D.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, across the board, even if they're out of spec, they're relatively consistent to each other, and we'd much rather prefer a noisy valve train than burnt valves.
At the end, we'll give this engine a grade based on these test scores and overall build quality to find out if it's worth spending your hard-earned money on.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Hello?
Like you know to check that your mechanic is available first before showing up.
Banana up, who's the banana? Banana up, who's the banana?
I'm the banana, I'm the banana, I'm the banana.
My car's making a weird noise.
We were just practicing our improv. If you want to join, of course.
I'll come back later.
Yes and is one of the central tenets of improvisational theater.
Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
I'm the banana this time.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
We got the harmonic bounce off and we noticed our plastic timing cover is, it's straight up broken.
No way, yeah.
Come on, pick up the pace, bro.
Oh God.
Get a little Jimmy. Here, Jimmy.
I'm coming.
All right, so we took the head off. We got a nice new head gasket here.
I mean, it's, listen.
Some nice
it's
new
a composite head
pistons.
gasket.
Yeah, it's not the best.
As we took the head off, we noticed a few rut spots and some pitting.
Pit, that's a olive pit.
Hold on, pitting? This is a major red flag. We thought we were buying a new engine. You don't see pitting in a brand new engine. But then we saw something that was even scarier.
That's a crack.
We're not really sure if this is a full-blown crack or just a visual imperfection. So we brought in engine master Angelina to inspect it.
Many times you can have a score that looks like a crack or a casting mark that looks like a crack, but if I have in fact an actual crack, I use this electromagnet, and if it is a crack, it will create a north and south pole magnet on the iron, and when I sprinkle some iron filings on it, it's going to collect all in that crack, telling us that it is in fact an actual crack.
That is just, it's so disappointing.
How could you?
Yeah.
How could you, China? You broke Jimmy's heart.
Next, deck flatness. This is how perfectly flat the top of the engine block is where the head bolts on. If it's not flat, the head gasket won't seal right, and that's a recipe for disaster. Blown head gaskets, leaks, overheating, and even tiny warps can cause a huge problem.
You got 3 points to hit. 2 diagonals, 1 center. What we're looking for is just overall no warpage. This small little thin feeler gauge won't even be able to fit underneath the straight edge.
That makes sense.
That's what we're looking for.
Nice.
Looking good so far, looking good. We're looking good.
Good. All right, then spin it the other way, right?
Yep, right there. See? Oh, very nice, very nice. Very nice.
And then one more, right?
And then in the center, straight up.
Oh, we're looking fresh. Okay, so
no warpage.
No warpage.
Straight.
That's good. That's an A+.
That is our first A+ of the day.
Still has a crack in it.
All right, so we're gonna start taking off our oil pan. But we noticed this is someone beat this thing up. This
like
is,
they owed them money or something.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. This thing looks like it's dented, and then they like pulled the dents out, and then there's like paint chips everywhere. They obviously just sprayed it with some black paint.
Look at this nut. It's stripped.
Oh. Ah.
Wow, Jimmy.
Wow.
What?
Are those metal shavings? Yep. This is the worst engine we've ever bought.
How mad are you?
I'm not mad. I'm just upset at myself.
The brochure was really nice, guys.
That was a very nice brochure.
It looks like they spent a lot more time on the brochure than their engine.
Yeah.
How come your hammer's bigger than my hammer?
But you see how I look less goofy than Jimmy?
You look plenty goofy doing it.
Because look, I'm applying pressure right here, Jimmy. What the fuck are you doing? See, you look goofy too.
There's no not goofy way about this.
It's looking interesting here, but I think we got to take one of these pistons out. Really see what's going on there.
It does say Toyota.
It looks very worn.
You got fitting?
No, that's like spun.
What? Holy shit, what is it?
That's a, oh, what the?
All the information that we had for this engine indicated that it would be brand new. This brochure shows facilities, fancy machines, diligent employees. But is this all a lie? Because so far, it looks like this engine wasn't built in China, but remanufactured poorly.
The top side of our piston looks super clean. When we pulled the head off, I was certain that these were new pistons.
Well, but here's also the thing, right? Is that this top, the actual like face of the piston has not seen combustion.
No, it doesn't look like it.
So they were either just spinning the out of it to get these ones.
Right, it's just, it doesn't make sense with seeing all this. This wear is just insane.
Yeah, it doesn't look bad, but because it looks weird, it like raises red flags.
Now we're measuring the clearances between the crankshaft and the bearings. This is mission critical, especially if you're pushing power. Too tight and things seize. Too loose and they wear out fast.
This is clearly not a 2J crank, but just for a visual aid here, I took a measurement with a micrometer on one of the raw journals, and I went ahead and said this dial bore gauge to that exact measurement. Now, Jimmy, what's our specification
Yeah,
again?
so our oil clearance here, it says between 0.0014 and between 0.0021.
So that little bounce back right there is gonna be our measurement, and we could see that we're
It touches the 3.
right around 3 thou.
Which is about a full thou past our specification, which is totally normal, I'd say, for natural wear and tear on a used engine with many miles on it.
Sure.
Even if it's remanufactured, that's a little too much.
And for a supposedly new engine, That's not acceptable.
It'll run with 3 thousandths of clearance. I'd say it's a C minus, and I only give it that because it will run that way, but it's only gonna get worse and it's not gonna last very long.
Yeah. Finally, and probably most importantly, we're checking the diameter of each cylinder. This tells us how well the pistons will fit. Too big and you lose compression and burn oil. Too tight and the engine could seize when it heats up.
This is our last test. So we're looking for 3 inches, 386 thousandths.
It's not just measuring this way and that way. It's measuring the top, the middle, and the bottom. They didn't hone this right, and it's tapered. It's not good.
That can happen?
Yes.
I don't even want to look. I feel like every part of this engine that we've looked at is just turned into misery.
Look at where this is. This is a little bit past half a thou. But then you saw how wide it was at the top.
Yes.
It's looking like it does have.
It looks like a paper cup is what it looks like.
This cylinder is tapered, and the top is ovaled. It's not actually like a circle.
How's that one looking? As well?
Hold on, I need to take the other cross measurement.
I was saying earlier, put out those positive waves. I'm living in the real world now. And the real world is, I think I got scammed. Cylinder 1, normal wear and tear.
Yes.
Cylinder 2, tapered and out of round.
Yes.
Cylinder 3, normal wear.
Yes.
Cylinder 4, out of round and tapered. Cylinder 5, out of round and tapered. And cylinder 6, out of round and tapered. That's a D. Not even a D, I'd say an F.
After taking the average scores of the test and taking into account the overall quality, I'm sad to say we didn't find a cheat code because we have to give this engine an F minus. That's bad.
Now, while this company sold us a boof-ass 2JZ that was rebuilt by questionable labor, I want to do some more testing. For scientific purposes, I want to put this thing in a car and see how long it would actually last. So, guys, leave a comment down below and tell us what car we should put this engine in. Thank you guys so much for watching everything here. See you guys next time.